Now in this video lecture we will go through another type of solids which are ionic solids, right? So as the name suggests, ionic solids, these solids consist of ions, right? If we talk about, we would be going through the structure of two ionic solids in this lecture, sodium chloride and cesium chloride, right? So if we say sodium chloride, if you look at the formula, this is the formula of one molecule of sodium chloride, right? So it does not mean that the structure of sodium chloride will consist of molecules of sodium chloride, right? So the structure will consist of not molecules of sodium chloride, but structure consists of sodium ions, sodium cations and chloride anions, right? Now let's go through little about what are ionic solids. Now since we know that ionic solids consist of ions, right? So like this, it consists of positive and negative ions, right? And we know that between positive and negative ions there is very high electrostatic force of attraction, right? So we have high force of attraction, right, between oppositely charged ions in the structure of ionic solids, right? Since the force of attraction between these ions is very high, right, due to which these ions, positive and negative ions, cations and anions, are held fixed in their position, right? So these ions are fixed in their position, right, in their crystal lattice. In the crystal lattice of sodium chloride, if we say, the sodium and chloride ions are fixed in their position. So that means the sodium and chloride ions are not mobile, right? They are fixed in their position. So due to which solid sodium chloride is bad conductor of electricity, right? You might have studied this in previous classes that sodium chloride is bad conductor of electricity. Why? Right? This is an important question. This is because the sodium and chloride ions in the crystal lattice of sodium chloride are held together by strong electrostatic force of attraction, right? And they are fixed in their position. That is, they are not mobile, right? Because for electrical conduction we need mobile ions or mobile charges, right? But in this ionic solids, the charges are not mobile but they are fixed. Since charges are not mobile due to the absence of mobile charges, ionic solids are bad conductors of electricity, right? So we say due to absence of mobile ions, right, due to the absence of mobile ions, ionic solids are bad conductors of electricity, right? But these ionic solids will start conducting electricity when you heat it, right? If you melt sodium chloride will start conducting electricity, or if you dissolve sodium chloride in water, the water solution of sodium chloride or sodium chloride in aqueous solution will start conducting electricity. What is the reason? On melting, the high electrostatic force of attraction between positive and negative ions is broken, right? So when the force of attraction is broken between positive and negative ions, these ions will become mobile. Now we have mobile ions or mobile charges, due to which electricity would be able to pass through molten sodium chloride, right? Similarly, if you add sodium chloride in water, the crystal lattice of sodium chloride will be broken, right? This crystal lattice of sodium chloride will get break when you add water to sodium chloride, right? Because we know that water, this is the structure of water, right? It has positive hydrogen ions and negative oxygen ions. Or what we say, water is a polar molecule that has small charge, small positive charge on hydrogen ion and small negative charge on oxygen ion, right? So these positive and negative charges will interact with crystal lattice of sodium chloride, where these positive ions will be able to pull the negative ions, negative chloride ions, and this negative oxygen ion would be able to pull the positive positive sodium ions, right? So it will break the crystal lattice of sodium chloride and make these ions, which are held fixed in their position in solid state, mobile, right? So water will make these ions mobile in solution, right? That is why when you pass electricity through aqueous solution of sodium chloride or any ionic solid, it will start conducting electricity because of the presence of mobile ions, right? So melting or adding water to solid sodium chloride will result into mobile ions. So due to the presence of mobile ions, molten sodium chloride or sodium chloride in aqueous solution would be able to conduct electricity, right? This is important. Now let's quickly understand the structure of sodium chloride, right? How sodium and chloride ions are arranged in the crystal lattice of sodium chloride. So in this, basically we will see how sodium ions and chloride ions are arranged, right, in crystal lattice of NaCl, right? Now through X-ray analysis, right, X-ray analysis, it has been determined, it has been found that sodium chloride has an octahedral structure, right? So NaCl has octahedral structure, right? Octahedral structure is determined through a technique called X-ray analysis, right? And one thing, this structure of sodium chloride, we also call it as rock salt structure. Rock salt structure, right? Now if you look at the arrangement of sodium and chloride ions in sodium chloride, we will find that chloride ions are arranged in FCC face centered cubic, right? And sodium ions are found between, sodium ions we know are small, they are cations, so they are small in size. So sodium ions are found between chloride ions or in octahedral voids between chloride ions, right? So we say that these sodium ions, the chloride ions have face centered structure, face centered cubic structure, therefore chloride ions are present at all corners. Face centered means, we have already studied in previous lectures, face centered means all the corners and the center of the 6 faces. We know that if this is a cube, right, when we say that FCC means face centered cubic, right? That is, a cube has 6 faces, right? So one particle would be present at the center of every face of the cube, that is, one particle would be present at each of the 6 faces of the cube, right? So and one particle would also be present at each corner. These are the corners, right? So chloride ions have FCC structure. In sodium chloride, chloride ions have FCC structure, right? When we say FCC structure, that means chloride ions would be present at center of every face, and how many faces we have? We have 6 faces, right? We have 6 faces in a cube, right? And at the center of every sphere and at 8 corners of the cube, right? So chloride ions have FCC structure. That means Cl ions are present at 8 corners and 6 faces, right? And when we talk about location of sodium ions, we know sodium ions are positive ions, cations, so they are found between chloride ions, right? Sodium ions are found, say this is the location of sodium ions, sorry, chloride ions. These are chloride ions. So we said that sodium ions are present between, sodium ions are basically, they are present in voids, right? They are present in octahedral voids. So octahedral voids which are between anions, right? Anions are chloride ions. So between if you look at this structure, between the chloride ions we have these edges, 1 2 3 4, right? 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So we have 12 edges, right? So at the center of every edge you have a sodium ion, right? So sodium ions are present at 12 edges. This has an edge center structure. It is present, sodium ions are present at the center of every edge of the cube, right? Where we have an octahedral void, right? Sodium ions are present at 12 edges, right? And one at the center and one at center, right? So this is how sodium and chloride ions are arranged, right? Chloride ions are present at all the corners and also at the center of each face, right? And sodium ions are present at octahedral voids between chloride ions, which are the 12 edges and one center, right? Now from these two arrangements, if you see the number of chloride ions required to form cubic closed packed lattice, right? Number of, if you want to find number of chloride and sodium ions required to form cubic closed packed lattice. Number of chloride and sodium ions required to form cubic closed packed lattice. How many chloride ions we have? 8 at the corners, right? We said that chloride ions have FCC structure, face centered cubic. That is 1 at the center of every face. We have 6 centers, so we have 6 at the center of, we have 1 at the center of every face. We have 6 faces of the cube, so we have 6 chloride ions present at the center of every face, right? And 8 would be present at each corner of the cube, right? So we have 14 chloride ions, right? And if you look at the sodium ions, 12 plus 1, 12 are present at the center of every edge. We have 12 edges in a cube, right? So we have 12 plus 1 at the center plus 1 sodium ions. So we have 13 sodium ions, right? So in the cubic closed packed lattice, we have 14 chloride ions and 13 sodium ions, right? Now let's look at the coordination number, right? In any ionic solid, we have sodium, in any ionic solid we have anions and cations arranged, right? And around every cation we have anions arranged, and at every and around any anions we have cations arranged, right? So we say anions are surrounded by cations and cations are surrounded by anions in an ionic solid, right? So in ionic solid, cations are surrounded by anions, right? And anions are surrounded by cations, right? So if you look at this kind of arrangement, and what do we call this? The closest neighbors of any, we have studied this in the closed packed structure, right, of solids, that what is a coordination number? Coordination number is the number of closest neighbors, right, of any reference atom or any reference particle, right? So here in the structure of sodium chloride, if we see, if you want to find the coordination number of any sodium ion in this structure, right? So every sodium ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ions, right? These 6 chloride ions which surrounds this sodium ion is its closest neighbors, right? So we say the coordination number of sodium is 6, right? So coordination number of sodium ion is 6, right? Similarly, if you see any chloride ion, any chloride ion is surrounded by 6 sodium ions, right? So any chloride ion, the nearest neighbors of any chloride ion, any reference chloride ion in the structure has 6 sodium ions around it, right? So coordination number of chloride ions is 6, right? So this is important with reference to chloride ions. This structure needs to be studied with reference to chloride ions, right? So the ratio of sodium to chloride ions in sodium chloride is 1:1, right? And the coordination number of sodium and chloride ions are 6 and 1. Are 6 and 6. We have seen that the coordination number of sodium and chloride ions are 6 and 6, right? And the ratio of sodium to chloride ions, we already know from the formula of sodium chloride, the ratio of sodium to chloride ion is 1:1 in the structure of sodium chloride, right? So ratio of sodium to chloride ions is equals to 1:1, right? And now let's quickly find, which is again an important, the number of sodium ions and chloride ions in unit cell. We know what is a unit cell? The smallest part of the crystal lattice, right? The smallest part of the crystal lattice of sodium chloride would be the crystal lattice, would be the unit cell of sodium chloride. Now let's see the number of particles in the unit cell of sodium chloride, right? So since it has a cubic closed structure, so a cube has 8 corners, right? And we have studied when we talked about in the previous lecture, in one of the previous lecture, we have studied how to calculate the number of particle in a unit cell, right? You can refer to that, right? We would be using the same concept here again, that every unit cell is surrounded by, or every unit cell has infinite, any crystal lattice. If you talk about here sodium chloride, so a sodium chloride crystal lattice would consist of infinite number of sodium chloride unit cells, right? So crystal lattice of sodium chloride consists of infinite number of unit cell. So every unit cell would be in touch with other unit cells. So if this is one of the unit cell of sodium chloride, then this unit cell would be touching other unit cells at every corner, right? So if we would be going by that, we have, right, an ion. If you talk about the ion which is in the body of a unit cell, right, we have studied this. If a ion is present at the center, at the body center, then this ion or this particle, right, would not be shared by any other particle. This ion at the center would not be shared by any other unit cell. So this belongs to only this particular unit cell, right? So the sodium ion would be present at the center, right? So the sodium ion which is present at the center would not be shared by any other unit cell, right? So here we have since we said that chloride ion has FCC structure, that means every corner, right, has a chloride ion, right? At every corner of this cube we have a chloride ion, and this chloride ion, right, if you look at this corner, right, this is octahedral, right? So this particular corner or this particular chloride ion at the corner would be touching 8 other unit cells. So this chloride ion is shared by 8 other unit cells, right? So how much of this chloride ion would belong to this unit cell? 1/8, right? So 1/8 it belongs to this unit cell, right? Contribution of sodium ions at 8 centers would be contribution of sodium ions at 8 corners, right? At every corner, I said if this is the corner, so this chloride ion at the corner is touching 8 other unit cells, right? So this is shared by 8 other unit cells also, right? So only 1/8, since 8 other unit cells are touching this one chloride ion, right? So this is divided between 8 unit cells. So how much this chloride ion belong to this unit cell? It would be 1/8, right? 1/8 of this chloride ion would belong to this unit cell. So how many corners we have? 1/8 belong to this corner. This corner has only 1/8 of this chloride ion that belongs to this unit cell. So we have total 8 corners, right? 1/8 into 8 is equals to 1 sodium ion, right, at the corners. Now we have in FCC structure we have 6 faces, and at the center of every face we have a chloride ion, right? So this chloride ion, right, at the center of every face would be shared by 2 unit cells, right? So at the center of every face, right, the chloride ion would be shared by 2 unit cells, right? Because you have one other unit cell in the below layer, right? So that unit cell will also share this particle, right? So half particle would belong to this unit cell, and half particle, which is chloride ion, would belong to other unit cell, right? So chloride ion that is present at every face, right, would belong to 2 unit cell. So half belong to this and half belong to the other at this face, right? So how many faces we have? 6. So half, right, at center of every face, half belong to this unit cell. We have 6 faces, right? So we have 2 3 is 6, 3 chloride ions. I'm sorry, this is also chloride, not sodium, right? So how many chloride ions we have in the unit cell, right? 1 due to the chloride ions present at the 8 corners, and 3 chloride ions due to the chloride ions present at the center of every phase. So we have 4 chloride ions per unit cell, right? 4 chloride ions per unit cell. Similarly, if you look for the sodium ions, right? If you look for the sodium ions, we said that sodium ions, if you look at the second point, we said sodium ions are present at the center of every edge. We have 12 edges, right? And every edge is shared by 4 other unit cells, right? So the sodium ion which is present at the center of every edge would be shared by 4 unit cells, right? So how much of that one sodium ion would belong to this particular unit cell? Here you have sodium ion, here you have sodium ion, right? Here you have sodium ion. These are edges, edge centers, right? So every edge center is shared by 4 other unit cells. So this sodium ion, since it's shared by 4 other unit cells, only 1/4 would belong to this particular unit cell, right? So contribution, sorry, it should be chloride ions here. Contribution of sodium ions at edge centers would be 1/4 belong to one unit cell, right? Every sodium ion, every 1/4 of the sodium ion belong to this unit cell, and we have total 12 edges. So it would be 3 sodium ions due to edge centers, right? And we have one at the center, right? One at the center means here. So 3 sodium ions due to 12 sodium ions present at the edge centers, right? And one sodium ion at center. And we said the particle or the sodium ion present at the center would not be shared with any other unit cell. It would belong solely to this unit cell, right? So one sodium ion at the center and 3 due to edge centers. So we have 4 sodium ions, right? So in a unit cell of sodium chloride, we have 4 chloride ions and 4 sodium ions. This is very important. This have been asked before, right? So you should know the small mathematical calculations, right? So we have 4 sodium ions and 4 chloride ions per unit cell of in sodium chloride. This is very important, right? So make sure you understand this from the coordination number, and remember that chloride ions occupy FCC and sodium ions are present at the edge centers. We have 12 edge centers and 1 at the center, right? And coordination number, wherein 1 sodium ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ions and 1 chloride ion is surrounded by 6 chloride ions, 6 sodium ions, right? And these 6 ions are directed towards the corners of an octahedron, right? So we have 6 coordination number for sodium and chloride, right? Similarly, if you look at this, how to calculate the number of sodium and chloride ions in a unit cell, this is the way: 4 sodium ions and 4 chloride ions, right? I hope this is clear to you, right? And cesium chloride, if you look at the cesium chloride structure would be like this. If this is the cube, right, chloride ions would be present at all the 8 corners, right? And cesium ion is present at the center of this cube. So it has a body centered cubic structure. Not body centered cubic structure. The cesium chloride, right, this it is the cesium chloride, right? Cesium chloride has 8 we will be doing the structure of cesium chloride and